What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be focusing on the kitchen. Now, specifically, what about the kitchen? Well, it's going to be this area right here. Now, sure, very old looking cabinets. Actually, they are very old. They're not just looking, they're old, period. And some of them, they close still. You know, they're still, I mean, they don't make them like they used to. You know what I mean? So these are very good, sturdy, strong cabinets. No complaint at all. The only thing I do hate about them is how old they look. So what people usually do with with old cabinets when they don't have the money to get new ones is they paint them. Great idea, great solution, but it's just a band-aid, I believe. Eventually what you want to do is you want to get some newer cabinets and something that you're a little more comfortable with, depending on the ambience that you want to have in your kitchen. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen, and what I hate is being cramped up, like not having any room. And honestly, this kitchen is not big, but it's not small. It's all right. It does what it's supposed to do, I guess. Now, as you guys can tell, it's very old. It's a very old house, and obviously little by little we've been doing things here and there. Now, one thing I hate when I look at the kitchen is, apart from it being small, because of everything in front of it, it makes it look smaller. Now, one of the things I want to do today is create that visual of it looking a lot bigger. So again, we're gonna get rid of those cabinets right there. We're actually gonna chop, and then we're gonna put the fridge in there. That way, when you're looking at the kitchen, it looks like an open space. Have I done this before? Of course not. As you guys know, we learn as we go, and there's going to be another learning experience. Again, they are good cabinets. They're just old, and they don't take up space, but I don't know. I feel like the more space you have, the more you're going to store. And well, again, even though they are good cabinets, I think they got to go so we can create some space and make this room a lot bigger. All right, just for a visual, fridge that's right there, it's not going in there. That is actually the fridge, or this is actually not the fridge that's going to go in there. There's going to be another fridge that's going in there. I think it is the same size, so it doesn't matter how much I cut from there. And if I cut too much, then we can fill it up with storage, I guess. I don't know, we'll figure out once we cross that bridge. But yeah, again, I want to get rid of, well, not get rid of this fridge, but we are going to get rid of this fridge, and we're going to put it on that corner. That way, when you're looking towards the kitchen, then you have an open area and the place just looks a lot more spacious. Just like we did with the living room. I don't know, I just love coming in here, and the fact that I can see through that wall all the way to the dining area. Now, once you come into the kitchen, that spot is going to be open, so you're going to be able to see all the way through. All right, the first thing we're going to do with the section is going to be remove the drawers. Whoa, because there's still some stuff in there. But remove the drawers and remove the doors That way we can go ahead and see what we're cutting through and make everything a lot easier. So yeah, let's remove the doors, put them on the side. That way we have less things to worry about. All right, I got a little ahead of myself, but we have removed the doors and drawers from the cabinets. I went ahead and took this middle piece out, which is not too bad. All you do is pop it up. That's how long it's been there, and it does have like, I thought it was glue, but I think it's just age. Anyways, the cuts that we're gonna make are not gonna be too drastic. I have a plan, and I think it'll be pretty easy. We'll go ahead and cut here so we can leave this face. That way, same thing here, we'll just cut here so we'll leave this here and then get rid of everything else. We are gonna leave those drawers up there, or cabinets, whatever you want to call them, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna cut right here, and then from there up it'll stay the same, and obviously everything underneath that will get removed. Hey, we are missing something. So that was easier than I thought, and it was pretty fun. I think installing cabinets, it's probably easy as well. You just gotta make sure you fasten them properly. I also believe that, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a wood maker or whatever, but woodworker. But I have a feeling that half of these cabinets were built as they went. I don't know. None of this stuff looks like that's how it came. But anyways, I guess now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bottom side of it. And we're gonna try to follow that line, get rid of that counter space. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't think, it's weird because this is already the wall. It's not part of the cabinet. So it was like hollow or whatever. And I think the ones they sell now, they have a bagging to it. And everything was just sitting on this, what's it called? Oh, whatever the hell you call them. But, so I'm pretty convinced that the second part is gonna be as easy as that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it. I'm definitely gonna get rid of this guy right here because I don't need it. This is gonna stay as is. It's a little flimsy, but we'll just go ahead and fasten it probably here. That way it's nice and sturdy. Yeah, because if you move it out, see that? So yeah, I'll just get rid of this right here, secure this guy properly so you can still use these things, and then we'll go ahead and knock this other half out. Hey, Bob the Builder. Can we build it? No, we can't, but we can definitely destroy it. Y'all ready for the update? It got late. It's been a couple hours, but we made a lot of progress. Ready? There it is. So all that, and that came out of that. Multiple tools. Actually, that's all I used. Just basically cut everything off and, you know, get it out the way. Pretty easy. Obviously, that was a lot faster than this guy right here, but overall, not bad. Man, I need a shower and I need to get a lot of this stuff out of here. I need to get everything out of here. All my power tools are not powered by electricity, but by a battery. So currently waiting for one of the two batteries to recharge so that I can cut about a quarter of an inch from that thing, and then I can put it in place. That way it'll be even with the existing floor. I'm so smart. Maybe I'm not. I think I am because I've never done this before. But anyways, that plywood actually came from on top of this little frame thing right here. If you can see it on the side, there is a frame separating obviously the floor from the cabinets. So yeah, framing was right there, and that thing was on top of the framing. Obviously it was squared off, and it came all the way out here, which is why I made some cuts over there. Those are where the honestly, they're probably like, I'm sure they're 2x2s. I don't know, but you know, on every slot, that's where I cut off a piece so that I can slide it under there, and then it'll be again even with the floor. And then even though that is not the fridge that's gonna go in there, that is what we're gonna put in there in the meantime. What am I gonna do with that space? Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna finish it off, because there's this like laminated thing behind it. I don't know. I do want to cut it right here, get rid of it, and then probably cut it right here or right here. But then I don't know what I would put behind it, because this is another thing of like laminated thingy from again back then. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this place right here, with this area. I do have some of this in the garage, so I might just cut up some pieces, not bundle it, but you know, plaster it together, whatever you call it, paint it over, and then don't worry about it until something else comes up to where we gotta tear this up. So again, for the meanwhile, it is going to stay like this. I don't want to paint. Quiet. I don't want to paint just yet or fix it up just yet, because there's a lot of other things that have to be done that will also involve that space. So I think for the, like I said, for the meanwhile, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put the fridge in there, try to dress it up. That's the word. Trying to dress it up as much as I can so that it looks eye appealing. But other than that, I mean, once the battery's charged and we cut that thing off, I'll be able to fill in that gap with the fridge, and then not all of it will be exposed. I don't think the video's over yet. I think I'm gonna show you guys how the space is gonna look with the fridge in there, and then you guys can give me some ideas on what should we do regarding that space. But again, for now, I think, if anything, I think I'm just gonna put some foam on the edges, for whatever reason, I don't know, but yeah, put some foam on the edges around there, seal it up real good, because you can tell that it goes straight to the, not foundation, but you know, whatever, the framing and whatnot. And I don't want anything crawling out of that. If there is something that can crawl off of that, I know what I mean. I'm sure you know what you mean. I'm sure you know what I mean too. But anyways, let me keep waiting on this what's it called, battery to charge, so I can cut that off and, you know, move on to somewhat of a pre-cleaning stage. Well, really, it's going to be a cleaning stage for sure. I hate working with when there's dirty stuff. I don't know. I mean, for the most part, honestly, we have done a pretty good job on keeping it clean. Counters don't look bad at all. The sink doesn't look bad at all. There's some dust, some whatever. Nothing bad, you know. But you know, the floor still looks pretty clean. We've been sweeping every now and then and whatnot. So all we gotta do is take all that stuff outside, that and that. So like I said, yeah, I for sure want to come back and show you guys what this guy being over there is gonna make the space look like. So I know this channel right now, so far it's a bunch of remodeling and rearranging of stuff, which I don't know. I think you guys might be interested in this stuff. The what I'm not doing, or sorry, what I'm doing when I'm not doing anything for the main channel. This is what I occupy my time with. As you guys have been able to see, there's different types of activities that we do behind the scenes of the other channel. So I don't know, I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want me to switch it up, or if you're tired of seeing me mess up this house. So far parents are okay with it, so we're gonna keep going and giving them ideas as to what could look decent. And you know, if they're okay with it, then we go ahead and move along with it. Everything is like little stuff, you know. I think it's little easy stuff. Easy, even though it's taking me forever, because I'm sure somebody that knows what they're doing would have been done with this. But again, I'll give you guys an update in a little bit, probably when I move the fridge. I know you're not supposed to move the fridge once you unplug it, but I'm Mexican. I do what I want. And that is basically the end result. That is what this is gonna look like for now, until we switch up for the other fridge that's in the garage and we do some cosmetic work in the background. Now thankfully you really can't see much of the you know, the bad or whatever. Everything's bad, but that's it. Now you got this where you had this open space, and this is what it makes it look like. Huge difference. All right, and with that, that is gonna make it the end of today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this little update, upgrade, whatever you call it. I like it a lot. I think it looks great in there. It looks like it's meant to go there. So I'm extremely happy. Comment, share, subscribe. Turn on your notifications. See y'all on the next one.